Hey there, it's Joey from Flow with Joe, a mindfulness and meditation podcast. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for tuning in again. Show notes link to an episode page where I'll have any resources discussed during this session. My goal with this podcast is to show everyone that a state of flow is possible by taking small, consistent actions in the direction of your better self. You really can achieve so much in this life. It's pretty wild to think that in November of 2024, only 6 months ago, I was barely able to get out of bed. I was defeated. The depression slowly whooped my ass over 4 grueling years, but I finally had an aha moment, which connected the mindfulness and meditation tools I've collected over the past 12 years and led to the creation of this podcast. So if you're feeling brain fog, you can't get out of bed, you have a terrible morning routine, there is absolutely hope. I received my first 5-star reviews this past week. Thank you, kind listeners. Reviewing this podcast and sharing it with friends is a way I can get this guidance into the ears of people that need it most. You can listen to Flow with Joe wherever you get your podcasts, as well as on my site, brutallyhonest.ai. Today, we have a guided visualization that will help you find your calling. If you're feeling lost, stuck in the grind, and wondering, what am I doing? What is all of this for? If you are carrying burdens from the past, if you just need a sign, this one is for you. And look, even if you do have things figured out, I have no doubt you'll enjoy this one as well. I created this meditation a few weeks ago and listened to it on a beautiful walk outside, and I was feeling so connected to the city around me. Think of this track as a soft yet potent guidance into the parts of yourself that have always been there, waiting for a gentle spotlight. The wisdom you seek isn't outside of you. It's woven into the fibers of your very being. My voice, these words, they're simply reminders, nudges that quietly help you turn inward, open your heart, and uncover the unique brilliance you carry. Let's jump right in. Let us begin by noticing where you are, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You might be at home, at work, out in nature, or on the go. Know that wherever you are is perfectly fine. You're supported by the very ground beneath you, supported by your breath, and supported by your own inner wisdom, alive in every cell of your body. Take a steadying inhale, count to 3 or 4 in your mind, hold it gently if that feels comfortable, and then let it go with a long, peaceful exhale. Feel your shoulders relaxing. Feel the tension in your jaw soften, and invite your entire body to rest without slumping. As we move forward, make space for an awareness that you don't need to perform in any special way. Simply being just as you are is enough. If you're in a position to close your eyes or gentle your gaze, please go ahead and do that. If you're driving, please do keep your eyes open. Imagine waking up in a morning sunlight that feels like a blessing. Before you open your eyes in this vision, your senses are already stirred by a cozy warmth, a gentle certainty that this day has meaning. You feel your soul vibrating with possibility. In that spacious moment between sleep and full awareness, you notice a profound peace that whispers, all is well. This isn't a wishful thought. It's the deeper truth that your life is guided by an inner compass. As you open your eyes in this vision, you see the room bathed in that gentle glow, and you know you're right where you need to be. Hold on to that feeling for a moment. Consider what it might be like to carry this calm confidence throughout your day, from sunrise to sunset. Notice the difference between that perspective and the typical rush or routine. You're about to step into a day that's not a burden, but a canvas, one you can paint with your authentic actions, words, and intentions. You decide, quietly and inwardly, to approach each moment with an open mind and heart. In that decision, you're already transforming how your day unfolds. Next, as you move from your bed, picture yourself taking a few slow steps with complete presence. Each footstep symbolizes a moment of self-awareness. Present, grounded, confident in the flow of life's energy. By the time you leave your bedroom, you've already reminded yourself, I am here to bring something special out into the world, just by being who I am. Even if you can't name that something special, in the current moment, you trust it's there. Pause for a moment. Let this sense of trust expand in your chest. Trust isn't something you force. It's a choice to open, a choice to believe that there's an underlying intelligence guiding your being. As you prepare for your day, whether through a morning shower or a cup of tea, you notice a subtle excitement about the day to come. Not an anxious or forced excitement, but a quiet anticipation of good things unfolding. One of the most beautiful parts of living authentically is noticing how life responds to your inner posture. When you approach life as though it were supportive and kind, you begin to witness how the external world shifts. Maybe you discover that people open doors for you, literally and figuratively. Perhaps a friend messages you at just the right time to remind you you're cared for. Or you notice a new opportunity that seems to appear out of thin air, yet in your heart, you sense it was always there, waiting for you to align with it. At this early stage, it's important to say, we don't ignore life's challenges. We don't put on a pair of rose-colored glasses to mask problems. Instead, we acknowledge that challenges are part of growth. When you embrace your authentic self, adversity doesn't vanish. Rather, you discover a resilient strength within that helps you meet challenges calmly and creatively. You learn to say, this might be tough, and I'm allowed to feel the weight of it, but I also know I have everything within me to navigate it. Imagine now you've started your day's activities. Maybe you're driving or commuting to work, preparing breakfast for a loved one, chatting with an old friend, or simply gazing out of your window at nature's beauty. A wave of gratitude comes over you that you can't quite explain. It's an awareness that your life is both unique and connected, unique in your particular expressions, desires, gifts, and connected in the sense that we all share fundamental experiences: love, hope, worry, longing, and joy. There's solace in remembering we're never truly alone on this journey. That's where your sense of compassion naturally expands. Not only compassion for others, understanding their struggles, acknowledging them with kindness, but compassion for yourself. If you find that self-criticism tries to creep in, you pause and say, I see you, self-doubt. I honor that you've once served a protective role, but now I release the need to cling to you. I allow myself to be enough in this moment. Doing that, you reclaim your energy from the mental loops that say, I'm not good enough, or I should be someone else. Slowly you shift from trying to fix who you are to appreciating the infinite possibilities that your uniqueness offers. Now, in this vision, you close your eyes and transport to a time in the future, a future where you express your authentic self without fear or hesitation. In this imagined future, you move with certainty, your smile radiating warmth, your posture strong yet relaxed. You greet people with genuine interest, and they feel safe opening up to you. Perhaps you're working on a project that lights you up inside. Maybe you're learning something totally new and feeling both challenged and invigorated. Or maybe you're savoring a quiet moment of reflection that fills your spirit with calm. Let the details come naturally, without forcing them. Hear the sounds associated with this future vision. Are there voices of people you trust? Are there birds singing outside? Or background music that resonates with you? Notice any scents in the air. Maybe the comforting aroma of coffee or the fresh scent of pine trees if you're outdoors. Feel the textures around you. Whether it's a warm sweater on your skin or the cool brush of a breeze. Each sensation is an anchor, rooting you in a reality that's already forming, even if you can't see it fully. Now, allow yourself to step forward in this visualization, to walk around and explore. Pay attention to the emotions that arise. Do you feel excitement, serenity, a sense of fulfillment? Are there flickers of curiosity guiding you in new directions? Maybe it's an overwhelming sense of appreciation for the life that's unfolding. Breathe these emotions in deeply, savoring them just like you'd savor the first bite of your favorite food. This is an emotional rehearsal. Each time you tune into these feelings, you train your subconscious to open to the possibility of this future. You prime your mind to recognize aligned opportunities and experiences in your day-to-day life. It's okay if part of you questions, am I just making this up? In a way, yes, you are. And that's the beauty of conscious creation. Everything we experience begins in the realm of thought and feeling long before it appears in our physical world. Rather than see your imagination as wishful thinking, embrace it as one of your greatest tools. You're crafting a new mental blueprint, a foundation upon which your soul's expression can be built. The more vivid you allow that blueprint to be, the more naturally your reality reshapes to match it. So, in this track, I invite you to continue exploring the interior landscape of your mind, unveiling your deeper desires, even those you've suppressed or thought impossible. Often, the dreams we push aside are the very ones that hold the key to our latent potential. If you feel any tension or skepticism, acknowledge it with compassion. Resistance typically signals a threshold, a door between old patterns and the new identity you're stepping into. You can gently ask yourself, what am I afraid to lose by stepping into my true calling? You may discover you're holding on to stories about unworthiness, or fear of disappointing others, or illusions about scarcity. These transformations begin by naming what holds us back, and then inviting those blocks to dissolve in the light of our new awareness. As the day in your visualization continues, you realize you're effortlessly weaving your authenticity into every interaction, opening doors for strangers, offering a kind word to a coworker who seems stressed, or taking a moment to truly listen to a friend speak about their life. There's a spaciousness in your presence, an unhurried sense of allowing. This presence is magnetic because it's real. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're just being. And in that being, you radiate a signal of acceptance to those around you. People sense that you welcome them without judgment, and they respond by letting their own guard down. This is real influence, leading by example, inspiring others to step into their own truth. Now, imagine you're reflecting on your day as it comes to a close. You notice that, although problems arose, inconveniences, misunderstandings, maybe even some hurt feelings, you navigated them without losing your footing or sense of self. You allowed yourself to feel what you needed to feel, then responded from a place of sincerity rather than reactivity or blame. You recognize that your growth is not about never making mistakes. but about bringing more consciousness to each situation. You celebrate that. Real, lasting transformation is cumulative. It builds day by day, breath by breath, choice by choice. Before you rest for the night, you take a few moments to meditate, or simply sit quietly with a cup of tea. Maybe you take out a notebook and write down a few things you enjoyed from your day. There's a gentle introspection at this hour, a chance to integrate everything you've learned and to set an intention for the next day. Maybe you affirm, I choose to see myself and others with compassion. I trust the course of my life. I embrace the unknown with an open heart. That's it. No lengthy to-do list for your soul. No harsh demands for instant change. Rather, an invitation. An invitation to let continuity and love be your guides. Allow that feeling of guided serenity to fill you up. Let it soften your forehead. Let it bring warmth to your chest. Let it ease any tension in your stomach. The comfort you feel is a reminder from your inner self, whispering, nothing is missing. You are full and whole, right here and now. And in that wholeness, transformation becomes an effortless process of revealing what's always been there. In the days and weeks ahead, I encourage you to continue visualizing and feeling into your highest potential. Show up to the track, this very narrative, whenever you can, especially if you sense doubt or old habits creeping back in. By revisiting these words and realigning with your own true essence, you keep the doorway to positive change wide open. Each repeated exposure strengthens the neural pathways in your brain that reinforce healthy beliefs about your worth, your capabilities, and your connection to everything around you. It helps to remember that self-discovery is not a linear race, it's a spiral path. Sometimes you'll feel unstoppable, aligned, on top of the world. Other times, you might feel uncertain, overwhelmed, or even stuck. Both are part of the journey. The difference, once you commit to authenticity, is that you no longer see these dips and valleys as failures. Instead, you view them as opportunities to learn, to slow down, to care for yourself, and to integrate new insights. Each emotional wave, whether high or low, is guiding you toward deeper self-knowledge. When you're ready, take a moment to gently open your eyes in the real world if you've had them closed. If you feel connected and you want to hang on to this feeling, send this track over to someone close to you that could benefit from it. Imagine how great they'll feel in just a few minutes, too. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Joey. This is Flow with Joe, and I hope you too have found yourself feeling better about the life you're leading. Until next time, let's find your flow.